And on Funky Fridays with Yaya today, we have Al Sunny. Al Sunny is a musician, singer, songwriter, and guitarist from France. Welcome to the show, Al. I'm really pleased to have you on today. And we're here to talk about your two albums that you've got out at the moment. You've got Time to Decide, which is your first album, and your second album, which is Planets, which you released in December 2019. November 2019, wasn't it? Yes.
Yep.
I'm going to talk about just where you started your musical journey from and how you got started, and who inspires you the most to sort of create your music.
Thank you. I started by playing guitar, and after in high school, I started to sing and compose. Then I decided to improve my guitar skills, and I did studies, and that's where I met Florian Pellissier, the pianist of my two albums, and I met Pascal Riou, and that's where it starts. So you have a sort of a lot. You collaborate on your album with a lot of different musicians, don't you, at the moment? But you're a guitarist yourself. So how does that go? How do you sort of enjoy? Do you have the same sort of people that are collaborating with you, or is it different people every time? Not really, because on the first album there were two people that I met during my studies, and after Florian Pellissier did a band with a guy whose name is Guts. Have you heard about Guts, a French beatmaker? They were his live band, and I met him in Florian Pellissier's house, and we decided to play music together, and it was really intense, and we had a lot in common, and so we decided to make this second album, Planets, that you know.
Yes.
Together.
Well, it's a fantastic album, and I think you sing in English in it. I know that you were sort of saying during the sort of COVID period, your English has got a little bit more difficult because you haven't been practicing it so much.
Yeah.
But you don't sing on your album like you don't sing like your English it's perfect, isn't it? I mean, You and I is one of my favorite songs, and I absolutely love it. I was actually introduced to you by my fellow friend and a musician, Mr. Vinyl, who really loves your work and said to me, "You've got to take a listen to this." So I love it. And I noticed that you've been performing at different places, but you've also performed on Mont Blanc, haven't you? It's a bit chilly up there, isn't it? Do you find it a bit hard to play your guitar? Don't your hands get a bit frozen?
Yep. It's sometimes really cold, but the view is amazing.
Yeah, imagine it's probably one of the best places to play. Yeah.
In front of Mont Blanc, it is amazing. But I play at Folie Douce Mont Blanc. It's like a DJ live. Right. I play with the DJs, house music, and I kind of do improvisation on it.
Oh wow! Yeah. So you don't have a set. Not doing a set really. There, you're literally just improvising.
It's entertainment.
That sounds great. I would love that. I think I'm going to come and have a skiing. Well, when we're allowed to travel again, I think I'm going to go up there. And do you ski yourself or not?
I ride.
Do you snowboard? Snowboarding. I've done that before. But I ended up with so many bruises after about 5 days, and I used to glide down like I'm an ex-dancer, you see, so I would glide down like a ballet dancer, and the French guy who was teaching me said he's never seen someone so graceful on a snowboard. But no, I do enjoy that, but I think I would prefer skiing, I think, over the two, because I did actually, I'm going to tell you this because you're French, I did get taken out by a French snowboarder at one point. He came down, and he wasn't sort of cutting. He just went straight down, straight underneath my snowboard, took me up in the air, down on top of him, and winded me. So luckily I had a Calvin Klein glasses case in my ski jacket, and it was bent double, so it kind of I don't have great memories of snowboarding, but I have great memories of the mountains. So just moving on to having a look at the things that you like in terms of your musical influences, and you love people like Kool and the Gang, the Isley Brothers, Teddy Pendergrass, George Duke, Erykah Badu, YAYA, all the kind of stuff that I like to play on my show. So, if you could collaborate with someone or work with someone, who would that be?
Wow, that's a hard question. Erykah Badu.
Yes. Yeah. Very nice.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
I love her. Yeah.
Well, then I think you should reach out to her, Al, and sort of, you never know. You never know, do you?
She's really inspiring.
Yes. So, would you like us to play a bit of Erykah Badu on our show today?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
And what songs would you like us to play of yours on our show today?
You and I.
And another. We'll play more than one. You're coming on the show, so we're not. You get more than one. There's a lot of tracks on my show, so you can suggest another one. But I'll let you think about that. The other thing I was going to say, it's also available on vinyl, isn't it? Your record, so they're not just for download or on CD, but they're also available on vinyl, aren't they? Yes.
Yep.
Great. So we'd love to do that. The other question I'm going to ask you is, how would you describe your music to the listeners?
Smooth.
I'd say it's smooth. Yeah.
Smooth. It's music to chill, or to drive, like with an open window.
Yeah.
And breeze on the air.
Head out the window.
Yeah. It's sunny music.
Music to make you feel good, and that's on this show. We always have music to make us feel good, and music that you can sing in the shower or in the car. Do you sing in the shower, Al? Do you sing in the shower?
Sometimes.
I do when I'm happy. The other day I was singing, I had the window open and I was singing a bit of Brand New Heavies and Stupid Love actually, and I had the window open. I was probably entertaining my neighbours, but I thought, you know what, I don't care. I sound good in the shower room. Doesn't everyone?
Did you enjoy it?
I did. I loved Brand New Heavies. And I have to say, I was chatting to you earlier and you said you love them too. So you're my kind of man. So talking about that, so where else have you played then? So you played on the mountains, which I think is very impressive. I'm really quite sort of, pleased about that. Where else have you played, or where else would you like to play?
I live near the beach, so
nice.
I love to play in front of the sea, near the sand.
Yeah.
During the summer, but because of the virus, last summer was a bit quiet. But I hope this summer will be great.
Yes, we're all looking forward to things opening up a bit, aren't we? But the other thing I was going to ask you is, so a lot of artists mix their genres, and you say yours is smooth and happy.
Oh, yeah?
What's next for you in terms of your next single or your next album? What kind of direction are you going to go? Are you going to stay with that kind of smooth, happy feel, or are you going to introduce anything else?
Okay, thank you. We played for 1 week, the guys of the second album, and we did like 12 new songs.
Wow.
So for a potential third album. And it's still smooth, but maybe more like I mix other styles.
Okay,
like,
yes.
Yeah, it's sometimes a bit like do you know Anderson .Paak?
No.
It's more like it's more pop.
Okay.
Yes, more pop.
Yeah.
And I love the new songs.
Yes. So when can we look forward to that, Al? When is that coming out? Have you got plans for that, when you're going to release that album, or is that something that's just is just work in progress at the moment, or?
It's work in progress. Yes.
Yeah. So would that be next year sometime, or?
Oh, I don't know.
Don't rush these things. Don't rush. It's okay. Don't rush these things. We can't rush these things, can we? It's like it depends. I think some artists have labels who push them, don't they, to get albums out as soon as they can. And I think when you're able to sort of sit there and take your time, it's much nicer, isn't it? I think musicians feel that then they are able to deliver something that they're truly happy with. So although we all do need a little pressure occasionally, don't we?
Yep, and I get other projects like I want to do an album with which is really 80 funky style.
Nice.
Like George Duke and Shalamar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I would love to hear that, and I'm sure a lot of people, because people love the 80s, don't they?
Yeah.
And people love all that kind of sort of funky kind of stuff, and even the soul stuff. It's I was talking to a lot of the artists who have been coming on recently, and we're talking about the resurgence of disco in Europe particularly. So I do think a lot of artists are moving in that direction, aren't they, where they are sort of trying to have that influence in their music and that influence in their next albums. So yeah, I really, really look forward to hearing that from you, and I really look forward to seeing what you're going to do next. Really look forward to maybe coming to Mont Blanc one day and seeing you perform and improvise live. Last question for you. You play the guitar. What is your favorite guitar? I know you play the Telecaster, but do you have, how many guitars do you have? Do you have a favorite?
Yep. It's an acoustic guitar. It's my Martin. You know Martin? Brand? Yeah.
Yes.
Because I love to compose on acoustic guitar. It's where all starts.
Yes, exactly. Acoustic guitar is where it all starts, isn't it? It's my sort of son started on the acoustic guitar, and he has a Stratocaster at the moment. And I can imagine that most guitarists, you know, once you have one, you have two, you have three, you have four.
Yep.
It's a bit of an addiction, isn't it? But it's a great addiction to have, isn't it? Sort of buying guitars and seeing what you can get out of them, because I think a lot of guitarists will say they've never really found that, you know, that sort of the sound that they want. I think, you know, they always probably aspire to getting that perfect sound, don't they, from the guitar. So yeah, thank you very much for coming on the show today. I know it's been a little bit difficult with YAYA talking so fast for you, and hopefully not too much has been lost in translation, but I really, really appreciate you coming onto the show today and chatting with us about your new album, and I look forward to seeing what you've got coming next. Thank you so much for joining us today, Al. Take care.
Thank you, Yaya.
Thank you so much.